Deep inside my mind. Deep inside my mind.
It's the thing I look forward to when I edit.
Oh yeah. Hey everyone, welcome to
just breaking off
we
into
started?
song.
Oh yeah, we're live like right now.
Yeah, no, didn't you get the notification? We're live.
No, because it actually silenced my phone, so it didn't vibrate either.
Alright, so...
That Mitch didn't give us a heads up that we were starting, so...
No.
That's right. Alright, let's go. Alright, I think so... we can work here tonight. Time to work part-time. The Cho'Gall fucking shit. Oh, time to get money and courage. Fuck yeah! Alright, let's get going.
Money and courage from it's like money and courage from customer service. It makes sense.
Is
that
it courage
and
or
an
just...
ever-growing sense of dread.
It's very true.
Alright, hey Rio. Yeah, let's hang out with you.
Hey,
Wow,
what's up?
could you sound
Practice,
less
yeah.
enthusiastic? Oh, hey Rio. I guess.
I guess.
I fucking guess.
Hey, you look psyched. Freaking...
Yeah, seems happy. Glad one of us are. Kukulkan, hi Jim.
Yeah. So, someone asked in the chat if we were going to go through Persona Q2 for the 3DS. Well, we haven't even done Persona Q, so...
And I don't have a 3DS recording setup, unfortunately, because guess what? The company that does that is super dead now. So, fuck us.
Yeah.
So, trying to get a hold of a recording system is gonna be even more expensive than it originally was.
You sweated it out while playing volleyball and worrying about your 3DS adventures.
Keep your eyes on the ball. Here we go. I love how I'm voicing a sports character.
After practice ended, you decided to return to the dorm.
But,
you know.
Nate, you're the most athletic out of all of us.
That's right.
Sup, dude?
What?
Junpei is on the screen right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Tartarus, yo.
Let's go.
Yo.
Alright, so
Tartarus.
I'm sorry that this is like the first episode back from like our 2-week break and that the first episode is a fucking dungeon episode.
I was just about to say it's only been a week, and then I remembered, oh wait, we didn't do Persona of the Week.
Oh, I finally get to go with you guys, but doesn't that mean that doesn't mean you can slack off, right? Yeah, he's in the party.
Yay.
Akiko!
Yeah.
Finally, another good character.
What about
Finally.
me? Says Junpei.
I'm the best character. What are you talking about? You weren't even a social link originally. Let's see how high-pitched Amanda can go. What the fuck?
I mean, I guess.
Oh, he's so fucking psyched. I'm happy that we finally have a fourth member, and I'm happy that fourth member is Akihiko.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Akihiko is fucking awesome. Fucking A. So...
Yeah. Yeah, good job. Oh god, this is the first episode back since Vic Mignogna fucking...
Yeah, no, now I get to replace Vic Mignogna.
Gotta rub all that sweat off my brow. Oh no. I heard his voice and I was like, oh, that's right, Vic. Oh.
That's right, Vic.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, he's no longer with Funimation anymore. That's fun.
Yeah.
I guess he'll probably get picked up by another, like, voice acting company.
I hope so. I don't know. I guess.
Let's not, guys. Let's not say we did.
Yeah, let's not.
That's the thing that didn't.
What?
What? What's up? just
So,
fade.
Insane Oddball says finally we can dom Akihiko without Mitsuru Senpai taking over.
That's right.
For now.
For now,
For now.
yes.
For now.
And then she'll appear when we least expect it.
You just see fucking Mitsuru's hands just grab his ankles and drag him around the corner.
Go.
So,
No. He's like screaming. It's just like, help me!
well, to be fair, right
It was
now
supposed to
she
be a
does
one-time thing!
see- Never. To be fair, she does see everything right now.
She knows the kinky shit that goes on in Hunter.
Of course she does.
Oh.
She's the cause for like 90% of it, I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking God, it's been a while. I've missed it.
Yeah?
I'll be very honest.
No, it's been great. Oh, Akihiko, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been like what, 2 weeks since we've come, and even if it's just a dungeon episode, it is nice to see these characters again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Especially when I had a conversation about like Persona 5 with a friend the other day, and I'm like, yeah, I'm very much preferring the social links in P3. In all honesty.
Well, I think a lot of it
Really?
just boils down to because we touched a bit on this off camera. I think this would be the perfect opportunity for us to for all of us to kind of talk about the social links and like what worked and what doesn't work.
Like I was just because I was talking about it with a friend that like just finished like Persona 5 like the other day, so we wanted to talk about it, which is fair. And like you the first thing you ask is like, what's your favorite social link? And he immediately like went Ryuji, and I'm like, yes. And then I kind of questioned like, why is Ryuji like usually everyone's first and favorite? And it's because, you know, he's like the true best friend, in my opinion. It's like, he will literally do anything for you, and he's just fantastic. And he's a very just loyal person. It just meshes well with a lot of people, obviously. And then it's like, I was just like going down the roster of like, it was more so like the female characters that I was like, I still did it because like romancing them is an option, but I didn't like, there was no character that I actually wanted to romance in Persona 5.
Oh no, I wasn't that interested in the girls.
Yeah.
This time round. I wasn't that interested, I don't know why.
Like, they were cute, don't get me wrong, but it was just like...
I wanted to romance the boys more, but that's
yeah,
not...
like, I feel like the boys were more interesting. Like, I kind of, like, completely, like, ignore Haru because you don't really get to know her that well.
Well,
Like
Haru in herself is a giant issue in terms of just how pacing works.
Yeah. Like,
because I like her a lot, but like, for fuck's sake, she needed to be introduced way sooner in the fucking way sooner in the game, because that would have helped her character a lot. I felt like a lot of people have that same issue where
like, she was still cute and everything, but it was just like, I have no real attachment to you because you have not really been here that long.
Well, okay, like, for that
Like,
argument, I would... Go ahead.
Oh no, it's like, I understand it was like very much a pacing issue, but it's just, I feel like you can get attached to a character in a short period of time. Like, Christ, I got attached to like Ryuji nearly like instantaneously, but that's because you see him self-sacrifice and shit.
Yeah, that and Ryuji's a sad, abused fucking like kid, and fucking you feel bad for somebody in that situation, you know? It's not a great situation.
I guess it's like easier to sympathize with because it's kind of more, it's gonna sound weird, but like a more realistic thing that would happen, which is sad, but it is sadly a common issue that a lot of people have. Like
Well,
Haru's
that,
situation,
like,
and Haru,
school
like,
pushes you.
yeah, and then it's like Haru's situation is like a very interesting one. It's still not great, but you wouldn't really come across it that easily. Obviously.
Yeah. I think it's you're having the same issue I had with Yukiko.
I mean, I'm not everyone, but like a lot of people have that issue with Yukiko. Let's not get into it a bit, just because there is a good chance that we will be encountering that at some point in our adventures.
Eventually, we'll start talking to freaking.
Yeah, I won't go into it that much. Other than they're very similar
In that, like, sense.
in that sense.
Because I know it sounds silly, but there's a part of me that's still like, you know what I would love to do is I would love to get through this, and then I would love to kind of go to play like P4. The problem is trying to find a way to get Golden recorded. Like that's an interesting way to do it, because I would want us to do Golden.
Oh yeah.
But like, I in terms of like the characters of P5, like yes, I still haven't beaten it, but from where
I feel like where you are, it's just like by the sounds of like where you are in the story, it's like you know enough about like all of the social links at that point.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Like I like the concept of Confidant. I just don't. I personally felt that like some of them were just not handled as well. Like coming back to P3 has been like, oh cool, like everyone makes sense. Like, you know, like, and everyone does make
like,
sense
yeah,
in P5. It's just romantically
like,
is where I'm off. It's
yeah. No, I very much like get that. Because, like, when I was talking about it, I'm like, yeah, like, the kind of, like, social links in P3 make a bit more sense, because it'd just be, like, characters you would come across just casually in a day. It's like, you would talk to the old people by going to, like, the library that they, like, run, basically. It's like, oh, you going to the shrine? There's a child there. It's like, you wouldn't necessarily go up to a child as a person, but if they were by themselves, you would just ask if they were okay. I don't know, it's just like, it is a video game. Kind of have to keep that into account, but it's the social links in Persona 5 feel a bit stretched. And then it's like, because like a lot of people were hyped for Persona 5, and most of the people that were hyped for Persona 5 were older people. And it'd be weird for them to want to romance high schoolers to them personally. And then it's like, you think about the situation. It's kind of like you understand why they did it, but it's still not really okay.
well,
when these games were out, when fucking Persona 4 was out, like 10 years ago, fucking, I mean, these characters were older than we were, so we're like, oh fuck, high school romance and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's
10 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because, like, what, 10 years ago I was, like, 14, about to go into high school, or, like, in high school, so... Yeah, this fucking game, man.
Well, that's the thing, I haven't been, like... I was 14 when I played P3 for the first time. And, like, to me, like, it's, like I said before, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, for fuck's sake, this is one of the inspirations for our current name. Was I saying, like, current, because we are wanting to change the name of the Velvet Room. At least, like, not the name of the shows, but collectively, the Velvet Room. You know, it's that thing where, like, I feel like Persona as property is interesting, because the thing that I feel like you'll never actually get to see, which is the thing that I kind of want, is a Persona game that is more with characters, like kind of like how Catherine was. I've waxed poetic before on this show, on this channel, about Catherine, and how I'm like, you know what, the thing I love the most about Catherine is the fact that it is it's something that I feel is very good for the gaming community. You can complain about its story aspects here and there, like, I understand that, but I do think that having characters who are older makes more sense, because I don't like this idolization of this youth that Japan has, where you won't see these characters age or, like, anything like that. You won't see them, like, go through the natural steps, or, like, it feels like once you get past 19, that the adventure's over! You're past your prime, motherfucker. Like it feels very much like that.
Don't say that to me. That's real for me right now.
Well, hey, it's real for me right now. I'm 26, playing these games, and it's like, yes, I love Persona. Do not get me wrong, but one of the things I actually like about Vincent is an adult. He drinks. He goes to the bar. He has fun with his friends. I'm not saying he's a mature adult. Clearly, that's the whole point of the game. But like, you know, him and his friends are transitioning through a part of their lives. They're going through changes. One of them might be going through a divorce. Like, you know, it's crazy. You know, it's fun, and like it's interesting. Like, there is room in video games to have that extra moment, to have that bit to be like, hey, we can tell stories about mature characters or characters going, you know, to that age. And is it because I'm at this age? Yeah, maybe. But is it also because I've always felt that way? Yes. One of the things that I kind of wish they did more of in video games was kind of give us the character like Vincent, you know? Vincent's just like a weird guy. He's a confused guy. He's dealing with things on his own fucking shit. I can't wait for the new game to come out also. But like...
Yeah, that's later this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of that game because I love the original Catherine.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I just feel like when it comes to video games, like like I said, it's with Overwatch and those types of characters, it's like, yeah, sure, they're up there, but like I want more games like Persona for characters that are more
Sure.
Yeah, because I don't want to keep playing teenagers forever. Like, you know, like it's not great.
I feel like, yeah, no, like I understand that. It's like, because I might only be turning like 20 this year, but it's just like, I didn't realize how much of a difference it does make, because recently, it's like I spent time with a friend and they had like younger friends that like were fresh out of high school, which is weird to me. But just hanging around like 17, 18-year-olds, I was just like, this is weird.
Yeah, it's weird to be around high schoolers again. And like, when you're a high schooler, you sit there and go, oh, well, we're basically adults. But the second you hit 20, Nate, I'm not even fucking with you. The second you hit 20, you're gonna look at a fucking high school senior and be like, you're a baby. You know nothing. Like, the second.
That's me talking to myself at this point. It's like myself at like 17. It's just like, you are a child. Baby,
so,
no.
And then, like, every time you're gonna watch every time you'll watch a movie or a fucking TV show, and they're like, well, I'm an adult, and you'll sit there and be like, no!
Amanda, I don't know what you're talking about. I do that now!
Yeah, but you're gonna feel it even harder, Nate. That's the trick.
I'm gonna have a more freaking emotional attachment to it. It's just like, oh god, I'm aging. No.
I mean, but that's the trick of the trade, man. It's the part of storytelling that I think needs to adapt, because let's face it, you know, P5, like, as much as I like P5, one of the things I got was really weird about was, like, you know, like, and that's the thing, I can't really say that because it's like I made a highlight of it, like the fucking doctor character. I thought she was hot as shit.
Yeah, but that's you personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Gangle.
Because you were an adult.
Yeah, because
at least the doctor character is an adult. Fucking when you're like a teenager going through fucking Persona 4, there's a fucking stripper scene. I'm not even fucking kidding you. There's a stripper scene with one of the characters, and when you're like at that age, you're like, oh, that's risque. And now as an adult, I'm like, no.
It's like, don't subject them to that, please!
But to be fair, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
like not to derail
I
that.
know.
Targeted audience of Persona is freaking.
Oh no,
Okay.
not that. I meant like the whole point of that scene was to be like, hey, this is a bit off, huh? Like
Just,
what?
it's like just a touch off,
Like-
just a little bit.
Well, yeah, and like, okay, so the whole scene is supposed to be symbolic of someone's like inner demons and shit, just like every other shadow, and so
Yeah,
they represent her as a stripper, and fucking.
Mm.
When you're a kid, you're like, oh, that's really risque, haha, fucking stripper shit. And as an adult, I'm looking back onto it, and I was like,
Yeah. That,
Oh,
well, that's the thing.
okay.
That's why we can't talk about P4 because context. Like the thing.
context is important.
Right. So let's
Yeah.
let's try to avoid talking about P4 for right now.
It's
We will
so
get
hard.
there eventually.
Well, okay. So, but that's the thing. So let's not talk about P4. Let's talk about P5 though. Let's talk about
Okay.
because that is a game in which fuck. Like it's
all three of us have played mostly.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I kind of feel bad because.
People in the fucking chat are saying, Nate, don't age, it isn't worth it.
Well, fuck. I'm already doing that. I can't really stop that.
Go on the immortal path, Nate.
Yeah.
God no. Living forever sounds fucking god
Forever
awful.
young, though, like Garma.
No. No.
Yeah. My karma.
So what bitch is saying right now is that I kill myself and then I'll stay forever young. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Party.
Don't Peter Pan yourself, Jesus Christ. That's not
Gonna-
how it works.
I'm fine, thanks. I don't want to be this age forever. I'm fucking good.
Yeah, interview of a vampire yourself.
Yeah, they made a good point in the chat because they said that fourth year of college me is now a baby to myself. Fucking, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah?
no, yeah. Thinking about when I was in college now is like, yeah, I didn't know shit.
Well, I mean,
Being out of college hurts.
well, and that's the trick. It's just, you know, like it definitely feels like as people grow up, we're always gonna view the previous incarnation of ourselves to be lesser. That's how it works. Like that's life in a nutshell. And it's that thing. That's why I'm also like super hard for like, hey, how about we just make stories about adults doing this kind of shit? Like, and I'm not talking about fucking Supernatural. I'm talking about like, you know.
No, I feel like I think using high schoolers is just like kind of it's an easy setting because it's like with school you have to like with high school you have to go to school, you have to attend classes. It's like you have to interact with teachers and classmates, and it's like it gives it like an easy way to introduce all the characters and the attachment to each other and how they all meet, I guess. It's like, don't get me wrong, you can easily make that in a more adult
adults.
setting by just making it college, but
Oh, I'm not even. Well, that's.
But no, I get it.
I'm talking specifically about. Okay, so let's use Amnesia Memories, right? Amnesia Memories is a game that I want to keep playing. I miss it so much. No, so, but
Ron, please.
Iki.
Well, Ron needs to get her computer set up, and I know, and I want to, and I'm like supporting her, and I obviously don't want to do it without her. Like, that's not where I'm going with this. I just
Rewatch your old episodes, Mitch.
no, man, I'm good. I lived the only people who haven't seen Star Wars are the people who lived the Star Wars, Nate. It's because they lived them. They lived the Star Wars.
They lived the Star Wars.
And I lived the Star Wars. I lived fucking. Well, okay, but the point that I was going with is okay. So take a game like Amnesia Memories, where all the characters are college, like they're all college or aged, right?
Yeah.
So you have all these characters going to university, you have all these, like, you know, that stuff, but it's not central. Like, the idea is that, throughout the course of that, oh, hey, I fucking, it's right there.
Like, I didn't mean, like, in the sense of, like, it makes it central, it's just, like,
no, I'm not,
it makes it...
I'm not directly countering your specific point. I got sidetracked because I'm also playing a video game.
You're fine, I'm sorry.
No, okay, so what I'm trying to get at is, okay, so a game like Amnesia Memories, the big thing with it is just like, okay, they're college age, but it takes place in August, so you're spending a whole month while you are saying you're at university for the sake of saying you're at university, you don't actually spend any time in university. You spend your time at your part-time job. It's the most adult, ironically, it's the most adult feeling kind of game because you're just going to work and also trying to solve the mystery. Like, you know, and to me, oh, that makes sense. Part-time jobs,
yeah.
Fucking shit. Like, yeah, why the fuck not?
Can I just point out that Insane Oddball fucking said, imagine Persona users working in Walmart? To which I would counter, we essentially did. Yosuke worked at Junes, which was essentially Japanese Walmart.
Every day is great at Japanese Walmart. But okay.
I would make a clear argument that it's just another Walmart.
But now here's where the argument is kind of making its turn. So Amnesia Memories, a game that doesn't require, like, you know, like, now granted, both of the examples I'm going to use are visual novels, but Persona in itself is a visual novel. So, like,
it is just a more active.
It's a visual novel with RPG elements thrown in. And the thing with Amnesia Memories that makes it work, in my opinion, is the fact that while you're on this adventure, you never feel like, I don't know, it's weird because it's like, it feels oddly more mature for what it is, despite, admittedly, in my own personal opinion, some weird not social, but some weird story beats. Iki's route, while I did really enjoy it, there are some weird stuff, like, there's like weird story beats that come with it, I don't know. But the point is that it's a clear indication that you can tell a story in a Japanese video game and it being okay not being in high school. The second one that I want to use is Dramatical Murder. Because Dramatical Murder, all those characters are in their 20s. Mink being like 34 or something.
Yeah, they're like mid-20s though, aren't they?
Yeah, like Kojaku I think is 24 or something like that. Like the point is that those characters are purposely older. They have jobs. Fucking Kojaku's a hairstylist. Fucking, like, which, by the way, as much as I like Dramatical Murder, I did have to stop playing the game we're playing right now to remember that Kojaku and Noise are gang leaders. And it's a detail that I always forget.
How do you forget?
They're both okay. So they're both gang leaders, but Noise is actually like also a professional programmer and a hacker at the same time. And Kojaku's a fucking hairdresser and a gang leader, and fucking Alba's a fucking butt toy and a fucking works at a fucking.
Well, that's the point. You can have those story beats. You can have, like, an interesting story without having to be like, and I was also in Mr. Kagami's fucking English class. Like, you can do that. It's very clear that you can do that. Like, whether you take the story of Dramatical Murder, you know, obviously I have a personal bias in the matter. Dramatical Murder is one of my...
Like, because you love to
add L's.
I have a personal, you know, beat in here because I love Dramatical Murder. It's one of my favorite games. I have a lot of favorite games, and a lot of them are very different for very different reasons, because video games, guess what, like movies, have genres and are different, and I don't have to play the same fucking thing all the time and be like, this is fucking... I liked Persona 3 and Persona 4. There's other video games out there, people.
In the chat, they asked, Dramatical Murder revival when?
So we've been talking about this for a little bit now. Sooner than you'd think, less than you'd hope. I'm not
keeping it real fucking vague.
Well,
for very obvious reasons.
Well, okay, so the way that I see it is, there's two schools of thought. I personally don't like the idea. Okay, so there was this thing on the channel where, like, there was a specific rule I established a while back that was like, hey, you know, unless you get someone's explicit permission, you can't go through their show. It was something I kind of wrote to be like, hey, the fans are going to associate this series with one person. Let's not stomp on that person's toes. You know what I mean? And so what I was gonna do was I was gonna honestly I've been considering just redoing Dramatical Murder, but then again it was a very, very long game. So, but I mean, I'd say this: sooner than you think, not as much as you'd hope. And the reason I'm saying that is because as much as I like Dramatical Murder, I also am trying to be very respectful of the people who worked on of the original one. And I would like to finish it, just to finish it, but you know, I'd say wait on that one. It might not be this year. It might not be any time within the next foreseeable future. But one of the things I want to do before I stop doing YouTube in its entirety is honestly go through that game and do it and be okay. Like, that's what I want. So.
Yeah. So they're now saying, well, that's ominous, and why must you speak in riddles?
Because, okay. The reason I have to speak in riddles is because,
I love how you didn't deny the fact that you were speaking in riddles.
Well, no, because I know I'm speaking, I have to be very particular about this. Because we were supposed to address this at some point, but if you go to the Persona playlist right now, the 20+ episodes of Persona are currently gone for Persona 5. We were supposed to address this at some point, but I might as well just do it fucking now, because why not? So I don't know what happened to those videos. I have an idea of what happened to those videos.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's been weird. It's been a weird time with it. But, hang on a second. Persona. Asterisk. I want to say this is the right move, and if I've actually forgot to save because I was so caught up in my own riddles.
Are you sure you didn't save? It looked like you saved 4 times before.
Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah, you did. You saved 4 fucking times.
I'm too busy fucking riddling myself into oblivion. And also, Brian, I like to think that the protagonist is just fucking Pam.
Yeah. So, I guess what I'm trying to get at, guys, is that, I want to do more Dramatical. But I also want to be respectful for the original piece that we did. So it's a lot of trying to balance that stuff out and trying to, even it out, because I don't want what happened with Persona. I just realized that it's oh, nope, sharp damage. Okay. I just don't want what happened with Persona 5 to happen again. And it's trying to be that level of respectful and trying to, because, I'm trying. It's not easy. And, so, would I do Dramatical again? Absolutely. Would I want to be careful with how I do it? Yes. So, that's where I'm at. But, anyways, guys. Long story short.
Let's keep watching these teenagers shoot themselves in the head now, huh?
Party, 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 party.
Party is slowly raising the gun. It's like it's an actual gun this time.
But yeah, so I would like to do it, but that's the thing. We're actually, for those of you who missed the Mitch's Minute, because let's face it. No! Damn it!
No! Shit! Oh no! I stopped paying attention for like 5 fucking minutes and you die.
Oh yeah, that's what happens. Shit, it's okay. Nate said I saved like 16 times, so.
Yeah. I just thought of something.
What's up?
It's probably the worst drinking game in history. What if you took a shot every time one of the fucking characters did?
Oh, that's the worst game.
No, I'm good.
The deadliest game.
I like my liver intact, thank you.
Bullshit.
I like having my liver. How dare you?
How
Also,
dare?
Also, I have work later, so not the best idea if I fucking show up to work drunk.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You.
Hang on a second here.
Also, like, my tolerance for people is, like, thins out a lot when I drink. So, not the best idea.
That's super fair.
I'd prefer not to show up at my job drunk and then lose it at the same day, thanks.
Oh my god.
Why? So I just walk in and just call my boss a cunt and then walk out.
Yeah, no, that'd be a quick way to lose your job, Nate, is if you immediately out yourself and they're just like, you're a fucking bitch.
I say it exactly like that. I do it in the gayest way possible. It's like, you're a fucking bat.
Wow. Bats!
Stop. Bats!
Okay, hang on. There has to be like a persona here that we can fucking make that will help us out here. That's not Google. Fucking...
Pose.
Ghoul's so fabulous. Did you not see how
like,
he was posing?
Yeah, go back to Ghoul.
Alright.
And look at that hand! Look at that hand! He was fucking sassy.
Alright.
To Ghoul. Ghoul looks like a good time. Ghoul looks like he'll come to me to a fucking drag show and fucking hoot and holler the entire goddamn time. Fucking Ghoul looks like he knows how to cut a crease. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry.
We're gonna equip Nekomata here. I think we're gonna try this again. But yeah. So guys, you know, just know that. Oh, hey, should we talk about the renaming thing at some point? Because I did on the Mitch's Minute, and I kind of already brought it up in this episode. So,
sure.
So
we can go more in depth about it if you really want to.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty obvious. It's like, hey, we want a new name.
Hey guys,
Velvet Room Gaming is very misleading.
Yeah, so let's be honest here, guys. Velvet Room Gaming is not. It was just funny because in the Mitch's Minute, Josh is like, "Yeah, Mitchell, I told you this 4 years ago when you started the show." I'm like, "Well, Josh, you might be right."
Well, Josh.
Well,
why
Josh,
didn't you insist harder?
You knew me. No, so
it's like, why did you try harder, Josh? Fucking, you just pinpoint everything on Josh at that point. It's like, Josh, you're the reason we're not successful. You didn't push hard enough for me to come up with a better name. How dare you?
How don't fucking. No, so we're actually sitting around and we're talking about like making a new name for the not for the shows but for
Fuck! He's in the goddamn chat.
Damn you, Josh!
He said, "Thanks for letting me know I was right." Damn it!
He is. I mean,
damn it!
No, that's the trick. Like, you know, Josh is right.
He's literally fucking. He comes when he's called. I swear to God.
He's always fucking lurking, man. It's like,
well, I mean,
is there like a fucking lurker in chat that's just like, hey Josh, they're talking about you.
Yeah, next Yen.
Like... fucking where
I know there's someone in chat that's just like, so Josh, they shit talking. Josh is like, I've been called.
Let me get
like,
out of
I
the.
have been summoned.
Yeah, let me go out of the Rainbow Six Siege mines and just fucking like, oh shit.
Shit, now people are wondering who's Josh in chat. Oh, fuck the mystery.
Ibis and Thaw. It's Ibis and Thaw.
Ah, damn it, bitch.
Yeah, it's the thought that's in.
I know, fucking, Warren wants to know what we were thinking about for the new name.
Oh, so we've been... Okay, so I'm not good at naming things.
We're not good at naming things.
None of us are.
And,
like I said, I had barely cooperative, that's all I got.
Son of a bitch, Takaba! Alright.
Kari, get better. Fucking Jesus.
God damn, bitch. Sleeping on the job.
Yeah, fuck it. So, we've been trying some different names out, and the gimmick would be not to be tied to, like, video game, but rather the concept of a genre. So, we've been kind of goofing around with visual novel names and stuff like that, like, you know, like, because that's, admittedly, one of our best things, you know? Like, one of my favorite things to do on the show is to sit back and relax and read something with you guys, you know? Like, opening up a book, and, like, the audience sits on my lap, and I read them a book.
Opening up a book, telling about how Alba opened up his legs.
Yeah, you know. Well,
You
Papa!
But Grandpapa, why can't Noise feel anything on his dick?
Why?
Is that why he has all of those piercings, Grandpapa?
Oh no!
Jesus!
Or were the piercings the cause of it?
This was the saddest bone of all, Grandpapa. It was clear. The saddest bone.
This fucking... what is this child?
The creepiest bone of all was Mink.
I didn't like that chapter of the story.
I don't like the chapter where he him.
And then it's just me with a fake mustache and like graying hair, being like, well, I mean, it's not for everyone. I think it has some merit. And then the kid's like, no, Grandpa, no, it doesn't, though. You're just weird. I'm like, yeah, maybe.
It's like it has some merit. No! You're just gay as hell, Grandpa!
Grandpa, I don't... Is this because you could cosplay Mink and have no problems whatsoever? Well, maybe. This kid's really... This fictional kid we made up is really tearing me a new one. Fucking...
That's how children work, Mitch!
That's his entire fucking point.
Fuck.
That's how fucking children work! They find the thing you're most insecure about and then they ask about it! They do it all the time!
I don't think they
It happens to
purposely
me
do it.
all the time at work!
Yeah, you make it sound like they're doing it on purpose. Like...
You did it to yourself!
Grandpapa, what other stories has the people of Dramatical Murder written? Just ones about, you know, people having meat babies.
Yeah.
God!
Well, Grandpapa, I don't really understand. Are you telling me that there was a fighting game where multiple characters were included, but the characters from Dramatical Murder? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Well, you seem really pissed about it. I am very pissed about it.
I am.
Grandpa,
Why are your hands around my neck?
Grandpapa, I don't quite understand. Fucking.
Grandpapa.
Yo, big. Please tell me you're healing right now, Mitch. Oh god. Yeah. Pro tag at 8 to 18. Okay, thank you.
Oh no, Uncle Mitch's corner.
No!
Oh no.
Aki, he goes down! No!
No, he's the only good one.
Damn it!
Really? You brought her back to life?
She can heal?
She can heal!
Heal!
Fuck.
She can heal! But Grandpa, why would you bring back Yukari?
Yeah, she sucks, Grandpapa!
Grandpa, you
bitch.
know that?
Son of a bitch!
Yukari's a
You
bitch!
know you want to be fucking... I'm not gonna go there.
Fucker! Grandpapa, I thought the poison was supposed to stop at some point, but it just keeps going! Ah!
Fuck!
I'm Grandpapa, I want the poison! Ah!
Make it stop!
You're just like, no, take your medicine! God damn it.
Oh my fucking god. I need to like stop with this fucking joke we're going with, because I just need to pay attention to what's happening on screen for like 5 fucking
Fucking
seconds.
insane oddball said, wow, I can't believe your grandson was Sora. But Grandpa, fire!
But just a fucking grown at. Wait, do you mean friend Sora or Sora from Kingdom Hearts?
I'm imagining Sora from Kingdom Hearts based off the voice.
My brain was immediately thinking friend Sora.
Oh no! Insane oddball said human flesh boy Sora. That's even better. That's even better.
Last one.
Grandpa, I think we're kind of fucked up.
Grandpapa, this is a weird episode. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Grandpa,
Okay.
this episode started off so serious. I don't know why I'm high-pitching my voice. I don't really need to do that.
Grandpapa!
But Grandpa, is this what happens when we take a break for 2 weeks?
Yeah, probably. It's like Grandpapa, in this episode, you fucking had a really fucking mellow shutdown about fucking your show, and then you talked about naming conventions, and then what the not to curse in front of you, but what the fuck, Gramps? Well,
What the fuck? And then for some reason, Grandpapa, I was birthed into existence.
I don't want to be here, but I gotta be here.
I never
Cause I
asked
gotta
to
call
be
your
born.
shit out, Grandpapa.
And
Grandpapa.
also, for some reason, I have a wide variety of knowledge about porn visual novels.
Kill me, Grandpapa! Oh, jeez.
For the love of God, Grandpapa, please.
Release me. What is
So
this?
we're gonna be playing more visual novels at some point in the channel. We're actually making a giant push for it because it seems to be our better stuff. And if I can get through this this battle, I think I'm gonna end the stream because I can't right now. This has been the most emotionally draining battle and gimmick I've had in a while.
But Grandpapa, this is actually very good for views, apparently.
Apparently, this is how comedy works, Grandpapa.
Grandpapa!
Don't you want to be funny?
Don't you want that sweet YouTube kush, Grandpapa? Don't you?
Grandpapa!
Don't you want that sick ad revenue, Grandpapa?
Oh, Grandpapa!
Oh, Grandpapa! But Grandpapa, you need to remember to chill out and tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, Grandpapa!
I summon you.
You need to be like every other YouTuber out there.
Yeah, Grandpapa! Bleach your skin and just fucking...
No. No. Submit, Grandpapa. Submit to the overlord that is Google.
Yeah, Grandpapa, don't you know that people would like you more if you were just like PewDiePie or Ninja or Jacksepticeye or like fucking... To be fair, I've never seen any of those. I just know the names because I've been looking at names for myself. That's the only
Fucking Josh, no!
What?
What did Josh say?
Hashtag Grandpa Gaming.
It's a very misleading title.
Yeah.
It's not wrong though. I think we're bitter enough to be old men.
No, we're not. Oh shit. There we go. Holy shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Grandpapa?
Oh my god.
Grandpapa, why were you so weak? Just, oh god.
Oh my god.
Like it gets all deep voiced. It's just like, hey, Grandpa, why were you so weak? How dare you do that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so in this I guess they're just gonna stay there. I'm sorry, not to cut the episode short. I'm exhausted. Holy shit. Like holy shit, that gimmick fucking tore me a new one. Oh my god. Alright, let's talk to Akihiko real quick. Oh shit, he's tired now because he died of the fucking dungeon.
Make sure to save.
Yeah, alright, so guys, thank you
he
guys for
didn't
watching
save.
the video today. Sorry to cut things short. Oh, the Grandpapa bit fucking tore me asunder. So just so you guys are aware, like I said before, we are trying to find a new name for the channel. We're not, and it won't replace the Velvet Room name for like the show specifically. So like whenever me and Fran do a show, it's still gonna be the Velvet Room. We're still gonna do intros and stuff like that. It's just when I started this project 4 years ago, the idea was it was supposed to be something that would help me get back into the creative aspects of what I like to do, whether that's video editing or whatever. Like I wanted to get back into producing stuff, and it has helped so much, and you guys have helped me so much trying to get to that point. But I do feel like the name itself, Velvet Room Gaming, we're more than that, you know? Velvet Room was my idea, but now I have like Amanda and Nate, and now I got Tabby and Vron, and you know, we have like a bunch of people. Josh helps me out with my podcast, Sora helps me out with Kingdom Hearts, and he does his own show sometimes. We're more than just what I thought we would be. You guys are more than I thought we would be. Like, and I want us to have something that we can all kind of rally under, and better yet, you know, have a better sense of advertising for ourselves, so that we can engage with more people and do the original mission statement of the channel, which is to simply make a video to help people, you know, smile a little bit or to brighten someone's day. That's all I wanted, and it's still all I want. I also just want us to, you know, be able to reach more people, and that's where I'm at right now. So, like, is it weird that I'm doing this at the very end of a Persona episode? Absolutely. But is it important to kind of be like, hey, this is where we're at right now? Yes. Because, you know, it's important for you guys to know, and it's important for everyone to kind of understand where we're at right now. So yes, we are trying to find a new name. Will I abandon Velvet Room? No. Like, you'll still have it as a show. But I think we need a name that me and the rest of the team can rally behind that better represents who we are. And I think that that's where we're at right now. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching another video. I know we just made fun of it, but like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll catch you guys next time on whatever show this is. Really cooperative. So yeah, catch you guys later. Bye.
Nice.
Boy.